Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name's Corey. I'm joined with Crystal, Tarek, Sasha, and our Game Master, James. We are playing Legend of the Five Rings, Blood of the Lioness. We've been having a lot of fun with this adventure. It's been a hoot, and I'm glad you're here watching it with us. Or, yeah, play along at home. Write down in the comments what you would do. Also, our patrons are scrolling up right-hand corner. They are awesome. They are the best, and I'm glad that they are supporting the channel. You can be a patron, too, if you go to patreon.com/deadunicorn. And it's time for James to begin the game.
Well, does anybody wish to volunteer to give a recap of last session?
Well, we should introduce our characters again, maybe. Ourselves and our characters. I don't know.
Well, we'll start with seeing if anybody wants to volunteer to do that.
I will always go first. I love
On
to talk.
Recapping?
Whatever. I can do this.
Well, last time you let Matt do it, so I'm asking if there's a volunteer.
So, I'm playing Soshitakaro, and he is a Scorpion Clan character. They are known for being conniving, evil, maybe. And
Flexible in their ideas of honor.
Flexible in their idea. Yes. And he was doing a lot of spycraft last game. He found out who the spy was, and we were going after her. So there is a person who's in the medical field here. So to give a broader view of what's going on, the context, we have been transported back in time to a battle that is happening that's a battle that has happened in the history of this world, and we are inhabiting the bodies of people who existed at this time, and it's real. I don't know what's going on, but that's what's happening. We are on the lion side fighting the unicorn. And we had a spy in our midst. This woman who works in the medical field was getting messages from a motto of the unicorn. And then we found out that she has scorpion stuff hidden underneath her gear. And while I am a scorpion and that shouldn't concern me, in fact it does, because the unicorn have a deal with the scorpion to help them in the battle in exchange for diamond mines. So there is
I gotta go lower my windows.
Oh, your windows are up behind, it's raining? So basically for my character, all that matters is that I get the diamond mines. Other than that, like, history can play out however it wants, as long as the Scorpion Clan gets the diamond mines. I don't even care which scorpions in history die or venerated or anything like that. That's not what being a scorpion is about. Am I right, Tarek? Yeah.
Who gives a fuck
Glory
about
to
those
the
guys?
clan and confusion to your enemies.
Yeah. I mean, I would throw as many Scorpion under the bus, fellow Scorpion under the bus as I could to make sure that the Scorpion Clan as a whole comes out really good and really well.
Spoken like a true scorpion.
All
Probably
right.
won't do it to your brothers, but
That's basically where we were. I have frostbite a little bit from walking through a watery portal that Sasha's character Kitsu Keitako performed. That was really cool. Did we capture her? I forgot. Are we
yes.
fighting her? So we've captured her.
She died.
No, she didn't die.
She's
collapsed.
dropped. Right, she dropped.
We need to get her back.
Because Sasha's character pulled the realm of Jigoku closer to Rokugan for a moment, and in her
Gakido.
describing the description of it, mentioned that nobody goes anywhere without the Mizoku's permission. So a Mizoku showed up.
Uh-oh.
Right. Because Kitsu Keitako is a freaking badass.
I didn't do it, I swear. I didn't kill her.
She's got
Nope. Everybody just kind of beat on her enough to tire her out, and then she turned around and saw the Mizoku and fainted.
but Tarek is not with us.
No, Tarek is with us.
No,
walking the horses
His
up.
character was arriving right as she collapsed.
Oh, okay. So
Because he
Seppin,
felt all that spiritual stuff happening and went, "Oh crap, hurry up!"
right? Seppin Kanjuro is just walking up. By the way, my character and Seppin Kanjuro are twins, but Seppin Kanjuro was married off into the imperial families as a political gift to the Imperials.
Political gift.
I, unlike the scorpion in our midst, am a junction of a scorpion, and as such, I am inflexible in my pursuit of honor.
So a junction is a scorpion that refuses to be dishonorable.
Yep. I'm a good boy.
And Matt's brother-in-law to both of you, and not here today.
Not here today. Not here today. Crystal, would you like to talk about your character a little bit?
My character is Ikoma Sayuri. She is currently in the body of Akodo Heihachi. Anyway, as an Ikoma, she is trained in the ways of being a courtier, as well as in battle. And, she has been tasked with finding out the truth of what happened at this battle.
We've all been tasked with that.
Yes, but that's basically all. So, no sides to be taken, just find out the facts. And, you know, we're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting there. The map is dark. It is filled with snow. There's a blizzard happening. I have frostbite. Somebody else has frostbite too. I forgot which other character.
I believe it was Matt.
It's me, but I cured it, I think, last
No,
time.
I don't
I don't
know.
remember any frostbite. I don't have it.
I know it
She
was
did heal
two
her
people.
frostbite.
Well, and I believe that Sasha did do something upon
Yeah.
getting out that took care of her own.
Yeah,
You got upset that she did too.
I'm minorly wounded in my earth, I believe.
It's okay, I'll help you too.
Thank you. I want to keep my toes.
I'm gonna run to grab a drink
Are you
while,
sure?
before the
Do
game
you have
fully
any
starts.
that you prefer more than others, just in case you have to lose some?
The ones on the outside, I like the inside toes. I could lose one of those and be fine. But like
Really?
the pinky
Yeah,
toe,
pinky toes are they're actually pretty important.
yeah, the big toe. I want to kind of want to keep
Most
that one,
important
too.
for balance, but could I keep
I
them in
would
a jar?
say
The ones that you do lose? For science.
No, I don't want my.
the middle toe. You can take or leave.
No, you cannot keep my
This
toes.
is totally not. This is totally in character too. I fully believe that Kaedeko would ask this
You,
while trying to heal you.
There is a bar up here in Alaska where they have a selection of preserved toes, and they will put one into a shot glass for you and then pour your shot into it, and your lips have to touch the toe.
what do you get? What, I mean, why are these rules?
Bragging rights. It's for people who want to say that they did it.
No.
If you want to say you eat toes, there's other
No.
ways to go about that.
They will charge you I think it's $200 or something if you swallow the toe.
Oh, that's rancid. That is simply rancid.
Who's swallowing what toes?
Okay.
came
To
back at
answer Kato's close question, no, you can't keep my toes because I don't trust you. You have a lot of very good magical power, and I don't know if you do something to my toe, you could do something to me.
Yes.
You could curse me or something. I don't
Never
know.
give
you.
a Shugenja part of your body.
No.
Yeah, she just like tilts her head at you and says, "Don't worry, I can't do that yet."
Keyword
Yeah.
yet.
And she just smiles at
But
you very
one-
innocently.
He's like,
One
no,
day-
don't worry about that. I got kicked out of that school because of the whole toe thing. So
This
it's
is why I lost my medical license.
One day you are going to find a pool of blood and you are going to be enraptured by it and put your hand in it and pull out a scroll and there'll be a spell on that scroll and it will ruin your life.
Really?
And it will
Did you
summon-
see the future? Eyes wide.
No, I just know. I can
Technically,
tell.
that's where you are. You have seen the future.
Fair enough.
Hey,
good
that's a
point.
good point.
Oh, by the way, we need to capture this girl. Let's go get her.
I'm
By the way,
assuming.
I promise I didn't do it.
I'm assuming that Keitako has let go of the spell that is holding Jingoku close.
Yeah, we want that.
Gakido.
That
Gakido.
fades away.
Gakido.
The overgrowth of the ground that occurred in grasping vines and things like that goes back to normal. The Mizoku continues standing there just watching. You can see right through him, but he's just keeping an eye on that spy until you guys actually tie her up. Once you have tied her up, it smiles pleasantly at all of you and then fades the rest of the way out.
Do I sense that when I start walking up?
You see it. You were already there while they were having this conversation and you heard about the scroll out of a pool of blood and that stuff.
And her wanting to keep his toes if they fall off.
And you saw the Mizoku and you saw the remains of the spell pulling Jikoku close fading away as you came up.
By the way, it's Gakido, not Jikoku.
That, yes.
Yeah, Jigoku is hell. Gakido is more like the place where hungry spirits go to eat.
So like purgatory.
Yeah, it's kind of like an all you can eat buffet for spirits.
Toes.
Yeah, spirit toes.
So, yeah, Kenjiro did see the Mizoku and saw the ends of those spells.
What happened here?
Oh yeah, sorry, that was me.
You killed this woman?
No, she's not dead, I promise. I don't think she's dead. I haven't had a chance to examine her properly.
She's not dead. She's just
You're
unconscious.
too busy trying to take the toes off of my brother, I see.
No, I'm trying to heal him. But if he happened to lose some toes in the process, I was simply asking if I could study them.
If you are going to heal me, I would very much appreciate it.
Oh, that's right. And then she like walks up and I'm gonna pull the spell.
Kenjiro will walk up to the unconscious person.
Okay.
I'm going to start investigating what she has on her. I have skullduggery. I'd like to try to see if she has any hidden pockets or hidden items on her person.
Oh, okay. What approach are you using?
I'm going to use a enlightened approach. I'm going to be sensing to see if there's anything using void. Do I know the difficulty or do I hide the TN?
I'm going to say the TN's 3.
TN 3.
These are good.
Well, maybe.
A little stressful for you, probably because of the remnants of spiritual energy still in the area and the Mizoku just watching you search her after tying her up before he fades away. But,
Probably accurate, but I will reduce the strife by 2 because who needs that in their life with my opportunity and continue to search.
she apparently had just grabbed things quickly, so she has a satchel of travel stuff. And you do find a hidden pocket inside her kimono down in the lower hem that held the little scorpion medallion.
I pull out the medallion and put it into my hand before anybody has a chance to spot it.
Sasha, you can just click Path to Inner Peace now. You click the technique, and the spell should automatically roll. Open your die roller now.
I was just waiting. I didn't know if I should roll without saying anything.
Oh,
But-
go ahead.
Go
No,
for
you're
it.
good.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here.
You need to keep, I think, at least one or two opportunity in order to heal a light wounded.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to
I
make the
need
T in and
keep-
keep opportunity, that's for sure.
I just need to keep one, so this is perfect. I have 2.
That's a very good roll.
That's perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so I can remove the lightly wounded condition from you, which is, I believe, what you were suffering from.
Yep.
So go ahead and take that.
Let's see if I have fatigue. I might. Yeah, I have fatigue too, so I can heal that as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised
Lovely.
you do.
Yep, you remove fatigue equal to my water ring plus my bonus successes.
Yep.
So just 3. 3 fatigue.
I got it.
Lovely. And no toes are taken
No toes
or
are
lost,
taken.
Boo.
unfortunately.
I have intact piggies.
Now, there's always later.
So
Well,
now you have her tied up. What do
let's
you do
get her-
now?
Let's get her on the horse and bring her back to Sakura-sama.
The Sakura-san will definitely be interested in finding out what she has to say. He picks her up.
You remember
Tanjiro.
when you left the camp, she was angry enough that she was probably just going to behead without asking questions.
I'm
Well-
okay with that. Really?
I also feel like it is my duty to make sure that she does ask questions and follows through, because I'm pretty sure the clan champion will want to know answers. That's my job. So I'm going to pick her up and toss her onto one of the horses, and then mount the horse behind and carry her with me. By the way, I brought all of your horses. You left them behind. I don't. It was quite a pleasant ride, actually. It was almost like the spirits wanted me to enjoy myself on the nice
We didn't
Scenic
leave them.
route?
frozen night.
We didn't leave them behind, brother. We left them with you.
Yes, thank you for taking care of them and for bringing them to us.
Indeed, you all made me into such a competent stable hand.
You did a very good job. They all
Of
look
course.
happy, she says awkwardly.
Yes, very much within my station to look after the horses.
Sorry, I couldn't keep it open long enough.
That is fine. Trust me. I will be sure that next time I will be quicker of foot.
Eric Kanjiro also knows, with having searched her over, that she's basically unharmed other than some scratches and such from running through branches and things at night.
Good. I will make sure that she is taken the absolute care of, make sure that she's comfortably
just-
laid out on the horseback.
She got tired and
Unconscious.
fainted.
I don't know why she's unconscious, and I don't have medicine, so I'm not even going to try to figure that out. But I am a very honorable Seppin, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that she is comfortable and taken care of on the ride back. I do have some. Well, never mind. I'll use that later.
I do agree that we should take care of our charge.
I don't know. On the
Indeed.
you said you're a very honorable Seppin, but on the scale of Seppin, I think you're about mid-tier.
Okay, that's fair. That is actually
Probably.
legit fair. I may not be the best Seppin.
After all, that's supposed to be Emperor himself, isn't it?
For a
No, it's supposed to
scorpion,
be the guardian of the emperor.
for a scorpion, you're super honorable.
Oh yeah,
Like God
I put up a
tier.
good face. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yujiro is still a thing right now, I think.
Oh no! Did you read the fiction? The scorpion.
Yujiro?
Yojiro
Oh, the
in the
little
current
books.
world has a fiction out where they basically beat his junctionness out of him.
Out of him? Yeah, I remember because he's working for what's her name? Aisha Kachiko. He's Kachiko's guardian, and he's like pissed at what's going on there, and she's manipulating the crap out of him. Yeah, I do remember that. It is a really good read, actually.
Yeah, that's the book.
Yeah, it's really good.
Does she
Aisha
use
Ujiro
her
is a badass,
sex
though.
appeal for it?
No, she fucks everybody up. To be honest, she's fucking up the Crane. She's fucking up her own clan. She's just manipulating everybody.
Basically, she sends Yojiro on a detective mission where she knows that Yojiro will find out it's actually Scorpion that are closest to him that have done the deed, and he'll be forced to protect them. It's messed up what she does.
Yeah. She fucks him up, and she also isn't she the one who also tried to assassinate Akoto Toturi?
I think so. I don't know.
She's the one who had him assassinated by Arashi, her brother. She sends her brother to try to assassinate him, and he fails, and she's like, "Oh, you failed me."
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the plot of the book.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this. Let's get her back
Show
to
on the road.
tangent over.
You make your way back to the camp.
I'll put a nice heavy coat on her that way she's not cold as we go back.
The snow is getting heavier as you go.
Yeah, I'm sure
What-
there's a few
What
of us who are
Moon
shuddering.
Kenjiro saw before is no longer able to be seen.
Well, I'm telling you, it was quite nice before the blizzard started. Promise you.
The rest of you
Well-
remember it was snowing when you left the camp. It was snowing when you dived into the portal. It was snowing when you came out. Something happened for Kenjiro where it was pleasant instead.
I can't deny that the snow is beautiful.
Oh, but it wasn't snowing. It was a nice clear night outside. Nice gentle breeze, if I remember correctly, and
If we
the
sit,
trees were fluttering quite nicely.
if we sit and admire the snow, this beautiful snow will bury us alive, and we'll never get back to the camp.
Oh, of course. No, we must leave for now, but let us not forget to take in the beauties of life once in a while. It's always a good thing to stop and smell the roses.
Remember,
Aren't you just a ray of sunshine?
remember,
Indeed.
The 5th of November?
remember, Kenjiro-kun. The things that are the most beautiful are also probably very deadly.
This is very true. Hence why you must wear a mask to hide yourself.
Lest I kill someone.
Indeed. I'm sure that if looks could kill, you'd already have quite the large body count.
Says the man to another man wearing the same face.
Exactly. I'm just complimenting myself. I'm glad someone picked up on it.
The question is, which one of us looks better? My character with his wild hair, lots of jewelry, and the face mask, or him with his prim and proper hair, neat beard?
Definitely
also
Corey's
the-
character.
Plus, also the way the
saw them
art
both.
came out on it, Kenjiro is a little bit more filled out.
Oh yeah.
Little more muscle, a little bit rounder face as a result, while you are still the looking slightly underfed brother.
Because he's so picky, I keep telling him to eat more, but he won't listen.
It's all
Thinks
poisoned.
everything's poisoned.
All of it is poisoned. You can't eat it.
Also, he won't eat it if it's not fancy enough.
Exactly. But that's where I get to eat extra delicious food. Because if it doesn't look good to him, I'm like, oh, it's fine for me.
You're
Full of
so
rice with yak butter? Tarek goes, yes, please.
Do please.
you serve
Uh,
you're served dinner.
And
You
and
don't
Corey
touch your
goes,
dinner.
Slide over to Tarek.
You don't touch your dinner. You're served dinner. You don't touch your dinner. You wait till the person next to you is eating, and nothing bad is happening to them. And then you make a distraction. You switch your plates, and then you eat what his stuff is.
And then you realize there was delayed poison in there.
No.
Well, that's why he eats so little. It's because half the food is already gone.
Exactly.
Kit just said, somewhere there's a doji out there going, people are talking about looking better than without me. We're talking about looks, and I'm not there.
Oh God.
Okay.
True.
Oh, are we back? Are we back yet?
Yes, you make it back, and the snow makes it very hard. You have to actually answer the challenge for the passcode to get back into the camp from about 3 feet from the camp guard, because he wasn't even able to see you until you were 6 feet out.
That's a problem for guarding. We need to rectify that, otherwise we're in a very bad position.
B.
I
It's the
agree.
same position the unicorns are in with the snow.
That's true. And it'll be hard for people to get through this, but that is where magic comes into play. Invocations can get around these things.
Yes.
So you travel straight to General Sakura's tent with your prisoners. Or prisoner, sorry, singular.
Unless anyone objects.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
No, I'm
with-
the one carrying her, so I wouldn't mind going straight to him.
No, Kaito doesn't object, but she just says if she does end up beheading her, do you think I could examine the body after?
Examine the body. For what aim?
Yes.
Science.
What?
To learn
You guys
more
haven't
about.
been clued in yet to Kadeko's predilection.
Yeah, that'll come later.
I assume you know something about healing? And you're trying to heal the person?
Oh no,
It-
no, not at all. Actually,
So, why do you need to look at her?
Communing with her spirits, rituals? You're trying to cleanse the body?
could do that. I suppose. Yes.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Well, I suppose wouldn't hurt to make sure that the body is not tainted.
I look at Kenjiro like, are you an idiot?
No, I'm just honorable enough to think that she could never have just wanted to literally fuck around with a dead body. There's no way.
Absolutely no way.
Yeah, like, what would you even want to do with a dead body? Unless
See
you're
the
a
infinite
Mahotsukai.
variations between bodies?
Kadeco slowly hiding the hot plate. No reason. No
Meanwhile-
reason at all.
Meanwhile, I'm just composing the letter I'm going to write to my clan about Kitsu Kaitako and the blackmail we can put on her because of her predilection for dead bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. This is working out well for the Scorpion.
Just
I
wait
love
until
the
we get
idea.
back to the present, dude. Just wait.
I love the idea of you wanting to blackmail a child.
Yeah.
That is like
Especially one where apparently her family already knows, and that's why she's limited to being mostly a library worker.
Yeah.
Look, her family already knows, but the greater Rokugan doesn't know. And that's where the blackmail can help.
And I'm
Extra,
sure they're gonna
read all
believe
about
you.
it.
You could blackmail the family, but you couldn't blackmail her because she, like, wouldn't get it.
She'd be like, so?
You
Plus,
assume much.
Plus, also, her family would be upset at being blackmailed and of it being leaked out.
Yeah, I'm sure my
But
the
the
spirits of my
majority
mother,
of-
father, and cat would be so disappointed in me.
The majority of Rokugan would be like, it's a library worker. It's not even somebody of any import.
You never know when this will come in handy. You don't know. And the Scorpion prides themselves on the information they have. And if it ever comes into play, they'll have that tool.
Good point.
So you arrive at the tent. the lights are still fully going. The lanterns and fire are fully going in front of it. And you actually see General Sakura kind of pacing in front of the fire, in front of the tent, looking at the sky annoyedly occasionally, and her sword is fully out. And there are a lot of Bushi running around interrogating the others who were working at the medical tent and anybody who got treated by her, too. So far, since there's no bodies laying around, seems like nobody else knew anything.
Okay.
Well, Kenjiro's got the woman. I'll dismount. I'll hand off my horse to the page.
General Sakura looks up and goes, "Good, you're back. And in one piece. And you caught her. Excellent."
We're very good at our work.
Of course, the Matsu and Akoto-san, and
I'm Kitsuriyoma.
Kitsuriyoma all assisted us in tracking her down and capturing her alive.
I probably pulled out a fan and was like, I'm Kitsuriyoma.
Yeah. I guess as a Ginokoma, I should know all these things, but I'm not. I don't.
Matt's character, upon you guys getting back into the camp, stumbled back off to his tent, his part of the tent that you all share, and went to bed, figuring you guys had it well in hand. And well,
Yeah,
four of you
he
for
was
one
sleepy.
prisoner.
Sure, more glory for us.
Yes, yes. Off to bed with you then.
He's come down with a severe fever, a case of the I'm not here today.
Well, Matsusama, hopefully we can learn some good information from this prisoner.
The
That
only thing
is-
we can offer her is a swift death.
A swift death in exchange for information?
Wake her.
Kenjiro will drop the lady down onto the ground and give her a little shake.
Get some
She
warm
does
water.
not respond, as she did not respond to being tied up, or the horse ride, or anything else along the way back.
I look over at the Matsu. Can you
Ethical?
do
I
something about this?
should. Yeah, she will walk up looking a little like nervous and perform Path to Inner Peace and try to get her to wake up. Let's see if this works. Whoa, that is a roll. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, she should be able to remove 3 fatigue and remove a condition of between bleeding, dazed, disoriented, or lightly wounded.
Well, she didn't have any of those.
She had the unconscious condition.
It doesn't hurt.
She just was really under because the fright basically pushed her into the negatives of fatigue level.
Yikes.
Well, you don't go negative in fatigue. You go way past your endurance.
Yeah, that's
You
what
get
I
more
meant.
points than your endurance, and you can go way past your...
Yeah. So while that obviously helped, she's still out cold.
Okay.
Her breathing has become a lot more steady, though, after you've done that. She was breathing kind of shallowly before.
I could potentially try it again, but
You can't.
I can't.
Path to Inner Peace only works once per
Per
scene,
scene.
per person.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Per person.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Good.
it cannot be affected again.
I say you might want to let her rest until she has enough stamina to browse. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything out of her.
Fine, that'll be for later then. Snaps her finger, points at the prisoner and says, "Secure that." And several Bushi come forward to take her.
Like, tie her down to a bed.
Pretty much, yeah. They're not going to undo the tying you already did. They're going to take her and make sure that she is absolutely secured. And there will be guards on her in the room she's in.
I walk over to the general and I bow. Matsu-sama, I do not wish to speak out of turn, but I do have a suggestion, if I may.
She takes a calming breath, puts her sword away, and goes, "You are my advisors. It is your job to give me advice."
I understand, but this is a tense situation. I don't wish to overstep my bounds. Thank you for your permission. If this woman is a scorpion, the scorpion are here in conjunction with the unicorn. They're not your main enemies. And as such, they can be reasoned with. It is not a matter of honor or pride for them. They wish for something different than that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. So, to that end, you could use this person, perhaps, as a bargaining chip to maybe weaken the ties between the unicorn and the scorpion.
There is one piece of information I can provide in this context, which is she is certainly working for the scorpion. As I pull out the medallion, I'll toss it over to the Matsu.
She catches it, glances at it, her eye twitches a bit, and her hand clenches in a fist over it.
I understand that we, as the lion, have a history with the scorpion, and that we do not trust them, and that they are usually our enemies. But to fight against would you rather fight against two foes or one foe?
She hands the medallion off to her husband. Goes, "I thank you for the advice. It is wiser to ransom her than what I actually want to do to her. Thank you for reminding me of that. Perhaps in the morning,
I bow.
after sleeping, I will be able to take the advice."
I bow. Good night, General Sama. And
Good night,
I'll
all.
leave.
I hope you all are able to rest well.
For this action, it may be difficult, but I will certainly try, Matsu-General.
At that point, thunder runs through the clouds. And it
Weird.
seems like it's going to be thunder snow tonight. Rather rare, but spiritually charged phenomena.
Do I sense anything odd about it?
No, it occurs when there's a lot of spirits being very aware in an area and actually being awake and paying attention.
Yes, Asano Wo is very pleased with how the battle is going.
With what you know about spiritual things because of all your advantages, Kenjiro, you're pretty sure it's because a Mizoku was almost physically here. Wasn't quite, but it almost was, and that's a lot of spiritual power.
The barrier between Ningendo and the spirit realms is thinning.
Or it was. And the spirits are now a lot more active as a result.
Oh, good. Perhaps I can use that to my
And
advantage.
you also know your brother over the past 2 days has been stirring up the air spirits quite a bit.
May have
Not
more to
always
do with-
negatively, but he has been stirring them up a bit.
This might have more to do with the two of you than either one individually. Either way, we should try to get some rest. Hopefully, we will not have any more disturbances in the night.
Yes.
I am pleased that I have caught the eye of Asana Wo.
Sure you are, brother. I am sure that should I continue to wear this metal armor, I shall also gain its fury.
Asana Wo is the fortune of thunder and lightning and storms.
And burning ships down.
Yeah. Sinking them to the bottom of the ocean. That kind of stuff. There's a spell called Fury of Asana Wo, and it's just lightning bolt. That's all it is.
Exactly. Which is why I said I'm sure I'll catch the fury of Asana Wo if I keep wearing my metal out. Okay.
And
I'll head
will-
to the bed.
Yep, you all go to bed.
Sleep.
Click. There's your good night's sleep.
Oh, thank you for clicking the sleep button. Does nothing for my composure. Oh, can you click the end of scene button too, so my composure goes down to half? My strife goes down to half my composure, I mean. Thank you.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, good. I need to do something that's part of my passions here to get my composure down. What do I like to do? What is my character like? He's got a passion and curiosity. Which means I have to seek answers to an intriguing question.
Yeah. You want to just like snoop around camp?
That's what I always do. That's my favorite pastime is snooping.
Just a mechanical question. This is not an end of scene, right? Even though we're going to bed, I get a little confused about what constitutes the end of a scene. If it's the end of the game or when the characters go down for the night.
A scene can actually end just by changing rooms in some cases. It depends upon the narrative flow and other things like that. But generally speaking, going to bed is a good sign of the scene ended.
Okay. Would I be able to use my Celestial Realms ability then to pull Tengoku closer to have us remove all of our strife and have good dreams and good sleep?
Before the end of everything?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure when we were what constituted the end of a scene.
That confuses things because he already clicked the button for relieving his
That's okay.
strife and stuff.
I can
and-
know it for next time.
You can do it in the
and-
morning too.
Yeah, you could do it in the morning, and maybe the spirits will be a little less rambunctious. Because right now, they're very stirred up.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
there are terrain qualities that you can give this terrain, like that denote that the spirits are all stirred up, and I forget what those terrain qualities are.
Well, in this case, because it's mostly been air ones that have been getting stirred up more than anything else. Yeah, a couple earth ones got woken up occasionally, but they pretty much just turned right back over and went to sleep again afterwards.
You're like, what's going on?
And
here it is.
the river that you
Imbalanced.
guys dived into and jumped back out of, the people bringing water in are commenting that it's still free flowing. With this amount of snow and how cold it is, it should have froze over, but we're not complaining.
So the terrain quality is called imbalanced. Imbalanced terrain is marked by a distinct absence or disquiet of the kami of a certain element, and thus invocations are harder to perform in such a location. While within imbalanced terrain, a character increases the TN of their meditation and theology checks using the terrain's specific ring by 1. Otherworldly beings increase their TNs to resist the effects by 1 or 2. Okay. So yeah, like an out-of-control river might have an imbalance of water. Like a giant snowstorm could change the area to an imbalance of air or imbalance of water. Or with
There's
a lot of lightning,
no
even an imbalance
there-
of fire.
Yeah, the lightning happening and the extra heavy snow last night was definitely an imbalance, but that was a little. You guys weren't really doing anything involving the spirits during that, so it was more just the weather effects.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you know that there is an actual rules mechanic that you can use to.
But
So-
right now, I don't feel it's truly necessary, especially as you specifically said them being gone or displeased. And they're not displeased, they're just more active.
The pulling of Gakido did imbalance Earth for the moment while we were out there, but that probably shouldn't still be the case anymore. I wouldn't
No.
assume.
So,
So-
morning comes. Are you gonna do your ritual?
What was that?
Are you gonna do your ritual in the morning?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's
Yeah, let's.
do it.
Seems like a
As
good time.
the day dawns, snow is falling thick and fast. You cannot see from one tent to the next. Even nearby figures become ghost-like gray shadows. You can, however, hear the heavy movements of Bushi drilling, presumably to keep from succumbing to the bite of the cold. And anybody want to do a tactics check to see how this might affect today's fighting?
I assume I don't have tactics, but I assume there's gonna be no fighting today. No fighting.
I definitely will. Tien,
What's your approach?
I'm going to attempt to
Theorize.
theorize. I'll theorize with fire.
With fire? Okay, then that's a 1.
Before you roll, all terrain in this place of power is hollowed towards fire right now. I don't know if that
It only helps if I'm
changes.
casting a spell.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, I succeed.
All right. Then what you know is that the increased cold means the lion's food supplies will last even less time than expected, unless the army sends some forces to scavenge or hunt for food.
Okay, I will keep that in mind, and I will raise that to the Matsu once we get into our like command tent. Oh,
The
I'll
morning
be right back. I
meeting,
got
yep.
somebody. Let me.
I'll let you guys discuss things real quick. I need to grab a drink.
Hey, so Corey, would that remove
Which, by the way,
our-
Matt's character looks actually feverish this morning and is heading to the medical tent himself.
where the doctor's about to be beheaded potentially? I volunteer to be substitute doctor.
So what were you saying? What?
Oh yeah, I was asking you if would that remove all of our strife now or
What's the ritual called?
so it's my school ability, Celestial Alignment, and the mechanical effect is at the end of each scene, each character removes all of their strife.
Then we remove all of our strife.
Okay.
Because the
cool.
morning when we wake up, we're getting ready, we're doing the things that we usually do in the morning. We're probably eating a little breakfast. That is like a downtime scene that's happening. But that
Okay.
scene will end when we go to see the general for the briefing that we're about to have.
Gotcha. So then that would be when we would lose the strife.
That would be when we lose the strife.
Right before the
Good to know.
briefing.
Right before the briefing.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. Sometimes I get a little confused about how the scenes work.
So a scene is basically, like you said, it's a narrative beat. So
Right.
like the entire scene where we're talking to the general and we're deciding things, when that ends, that scene ends. It's like a scene in a play,
Right.
right? So, you know, when locations change, that's usually the sign that the scene has changed. Not always, though, especially if there's like a chase scene that happens, or, you know,
Or if, say, you're going to court, and then some big intrigue happens, and once that's over, you might still be in the same place, but the scene can be over.
Exactly. So you're all in the same place, but that scene has ended, and a new scene, like, the intrigue of court happened, and then the scene ends, and then the play or the entertainment part of the court begins, and that's a new scene. Or it could be
Reversal, the intrigue ends, and then somebody does an actual attack. Scene does not end.
Okay.
Right. Or there's an intrigue that happens, and at the end of the intrigue, it's revealed that somebody is in another part of the castle doing something terrible, and everybody is rushing to stop them. So between that scene and the scene where everybody's rushing and gets to them, there's no time to take a break or take a breath. And
Right.
so there's no time to cool down. So it would be as though the scene didn't end.
Okay. I might ask for clarification for a little bit just until I kind of get the hang of it.
There's a lot of caveats. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's
But
basically...
general rule of thumb that I've been following is scene ends when you can relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
when we have
basically
a
what it
minute to
means.
relax. Okay, good to know. That's helpful.
Is there anybody doing anything else during the breakfast time, the morning time, before we go see the general?
Nah.
I'm good too. I'm ready to go. Can put my strife down to 0.
I could do some divination to help out.
I'm good. I
for
don't
the day
want
to come. What, you're sure you don't want me to like read your palm?
No,
Why not?
I don't want that.
It'd be fun.
No, you don't get to know my future.
What about you, Miss Sayuri?
I don't believe in that stuff.
Oh, come on. No fun.
Eh. I don't know. If you think it's fun, fine. Take a look at my palm.
Lovely. Okay, so like Kitsu would like reach out and take just like flavor text, reach out, take your palm, like stare at it and trace some of the lines, and I will try to do divination as a downtime activity.
Just as long as you're using like your actual finger, a jade finger, and not your dagger to be tracing the line.
No, just like actual finger, yeah.
Because I had the weird thought in my head of somebody who claims to be perfect at divination. Let me see your hand. Ah, yes, I see you'll be stabbed soon. Stab.
Oh,
See,
no!
I'm always right.
Come on. Did I fail? I think
Oh,
I
it's
failed.
blank.
Lame.
It's a TN2, so you didn't fail. Just no bonus
Good.
successes.
Oh, did I succeed?
Yes.
Oh, because the
No.
explosive counts as a success. I forgot. about that.
Yes.
Um,
I'm silly.
you get even with this success, it's confusing because you're effectively reading two futures at once, and you can't quite
That makes sense.
separate them.
Nice.
So make of that what you will.
Okay.
Does that mean she fails because there's a higher TN or something? Or what does that mean?
It means that she's successful, but she can't really get much useful out of it.
So does he not get one of the effects of the omens, or does that not work? The divination...
Or would I get 2 omens? That would be fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, 2 people, 2 omens? Can I push my luck?
So, James, divination is on page 212 and 213 of the book. And what it says is if they succeed, you choose a following omen that you sense in the target's future. And these omens, like, they're the omen of the azure dragon, or the omen of the black tortoise. Oh, wait, these are the 4 winds. This is Genbu the tortoise. Suzaku the bird, Byaku the white tiger. This is the four winds. The spirits of the four cardinal directions. That's neat. The dragon, the tortoise, the tiger, and the bird. And then there was a fifth one, the weaver and the cowherd.
Oh, okay, I get that one.
Well, actually, the way it reads, Katako chooses the Omen and gives its benefit to
You're right.
Sayuri.
You're right.
I don't know what's useful for you, so in the spirit of Kaidako not knowing you particularly well, I'm going to choose
You'd
one
probably
completely
want to, as a suggestion, I would go with the white tiger because you know battle is going to occur
That's what I was going to
at
say.
some point.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and give you the Omen of the White Tiger.
And what does that do?
Here you go.
The next time the target performs a check using a skill from the martial skill group this game session, the target adds a kept black die set to a opportunity with strife result.
Okay.
Okay. Can we finally talk to the general now?
Yes. You head to the morning meeting. General Sakura addresses you. The snow falls unseasonably early, and we cannot assume more supplies will reach us. So we must work with what time we have. I intend to conclude this battle quickly and establish our garrisons here before the full force of winter arrives. We must use the cover of the snow to mount a surprise attack on the unicorn. Now, how can we ensure our victory? Hisoka dissents. Such an attack carries too much risk. Yui frowns and says, "We cannot wait forever, Hisoka. The general is right. We must act soon." You know at this point that unless more supplies come in, today's your last chance. You will run out of food by tomorrow.
I will say, Matsudono, if I may interject, given the rate of freezing that is happening outside the camp, if we do not secure additional food stuffs or reinforce our supply lines, whatever war effort we plan to commit to will be for naught. We must make sure if we are going to extend or protract this engagement that we have the proper provisioning for all of our troops. Otherwise, we will not last more than a day or two. Especially considering... Go ahead.
She tosses a small letter out into the middle of the table.
What is this?
And says, "Supplies will not be here for another 2 days."
So then we must forage. I suggest sending out a small detachment who can go and gather foodstuffs or take whatever foodstuffs we can from the unicorn and set that as a military objective for the day.
It is a shame we are not the dragon. We could sit in fasting and meditation and wait the unicorn out.
A shame indeed.
But whatever problems we have, the unicorn are also facing. I don't know how horses fare going through high snows and winds.
Oh, speaking of horses, if worse comes to worst, we could eat them.
I do not know that we want to weaken our own army's forces by eating our own cavalry, but
The
Try
unicorns,
finding
then.
what the animals around here eat first before we go to eating our horses.
We will send a group to forage for food, but one of the objectives we must take will supply food as well. There are only 2 points left to take in this valley. the village, she says, tapping on the map there, and the unicorn camp itself.
If we try to take and hold the village, wouldn't that be overextending our reach?
The village is actually to the side of the hill we already have a garrison in.
See.
It is on the list to be taken so that then the unicorn are pinned at the pass at the other end of the valley.
True. This could be quite a fortuitous place to resupply, should they have not already been raided by the unicorn. Would not leave it above them to do so.
So we need to decide how we're going to attack. Do we attack quickly? Or do we try and use some stealth?
Can I do a tactics check to gauge which one would be more successful, given the amount of time we have to try to secure food?
Sure.
And can I help with that?
Yes.
Well,
I'll take
given
assistance.
our
Anybody else
current
want to give me
situation,
assistance?
Unfortunately, I think the only other person who had a chance to is off sick in the med bay.
Fair enough.
I have tactics 1. I don't know if that's good enough to offer assistance or not.
Yeah,
Yes, it
you're
is.
skilled.
Oh, is it? Okay.
If you have even one rank, it's enough to offer assistance.
Then I will assist.
Yeah, skills only go up to 5, so having a 1 in something means, yeah, it's good stuff.
Having a 1 means you're 20% way to being a grand master.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm almost there, guys. I'm so close.
Can
Me
I get the
too. High
difficulty?
five.
I'm going to actually say on this one, it's a hidden TN.
Okay. Not
Pretty
bad
nice.
at all.
There's a lot of opportunity.
Lovely.
Wow.
Ah, that's a bully roll right there, buddy.
And only one strife on all that.
Yep. I will spend 2 opportunity for information. I will
5 opportunity.
spend 2 opportunity. For support. No, not support. Can I do 4 opportunity for 2 different pieces of information that could be relevant, and then, or like tangential, and then
Yes.
1 for recovery?
Sure.
That's what I'll do then.
Alrighty then. First piece of information is that both tactics are actually quite valid, useful. With the amount of snow coming down, though, unicorns are being assisted by Scorpion. There may be a trap. Rushing at their main camp might be a bad idea. The village, on the other hand, rushing them to secure food supply would be a good idea, and going stealthy on them doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay, I will say that. Well, considering the position that we're currently in, I would suggest that we avoid going into the unicorn's war camp, as they are very likely trapped by the Scorpion, and instead focus our attention on blitzing the village with everything that we have. I'm certain that it will fall much faster than an embedded and well fortified war camp, and they'll probably have enough foodstuffs to last us at least a couple days.
She nods at that, but then says, but we need to try to take the unicorn camp today as well. So I think from what you just said, go quickly to the village and then stealth from there?
Stealth our way into the war camp, perhaps, yes. It'll give us a
Yes.
better vantage point as well, clearing out as many of the obstacles in our way toward the camp. At least then we'll have a clear view of what we'll be engaged with.
She smiles at you and goes, this is why you're my favorite. You give me multiple options. Because at this
Well-
point, Kenjiro's character has like twice as many momentum points as anybody else on getting the general's favor. Not that anybody's been slacking or losing any, just he's done a lot more to gain them.
Been working hard. Working hard for the momentum. So hard for them.
Very
I look
well.
at the rest of the war camp. Are we in agreement?
I'm with you as always.
Good.
Very well then. I'll want 2 of you to take your cohorts and take the village. I don't think we'll need more than that. The rest of us will go to the hill garrison, bringing what few supplies we can to them. And then once the village is secured, meet us there to continue on.
Like a plan.
Who volunteers?
So the people that go to the hill garrison will be the ones that go to the war camp.
We'll all be going to the war
Okay,
camp.
we're all going to the war camp. So what's happening at the hill garrison? Just bringing
That's the muster
supplies?
point.
Yes. She wants 2 cohorts, which means just 2 of us, to go to Snowplain Village and take the village. That's what she's asking.
Okay.
While the rest go to the hill garrison, muster up, get ready to go on, and wait for the other 2 cohorts to rejoin. And she's asking for volunteers to take the village.
I
I volunteer.
I can go as well.
I look
Very well.
relieved when both of you say that. I'm like, good, I don't have to go. I don't want to go.
I agree. You 2 are the best choices at the moment for taking the village. The
Very
rest
well.
of us will meet you at the war camp. Well, at the hill garrison.
You 2 go now. We'll get all the gear and such together for the garrison and go as soon as we can, and we'll meet you there.
Right.
Okay.
I'm much more confident in my sneaky skills.
Yeah. I am much less confident in my sneaky skills, but the 2 of you guys, I think, are perfect for it.
There is one little thought that may go through Katiko's head. What is your void stat?
My void is at 3.
Okay, that's strong enough that you got kind of an idea that maybe you should do something about the weather.
That's a good point.
I can't do anything about the weather. Weather gonna be doing what I'm gonna do. I create
probably
illusions.
can.
I can make you think it's not there.
Tengoku, the realm that I already pulled to us over breakfast, at least in the surrounding area, would already probably mellow out the weather a little bit. A sound of soft, pleasant music, familiar scent of a lost family member, the hint of golden clouds just beyond a group of trees. So I assume that would kind of like...
Yeah, that effect is affecting the Lion's war camp.
Yeah.
It's not affecting anything really beyond that.
I can probably do that again.
Also, remember,
Closer.
You also
we did
have,
find out earlier that one of the reasons why the weather is this way is because the activity of the spirits is strong.
Yeah, you could instead just commune with them.
That is another point. Yeah.
But isn't us having the element of surprise a good thing?
It is, but also having some of your troops falling over from frostbite on the way is not.
So maybe clearing the way to the village at least.
Just calming the weather would help a bit. It would still be snowing, it just wouldn't be as bad.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Everybody put on your bunny boots.
Okay. So in that case, before everyone splits off, Kaito would suggest giving her a moment to see if she can, calm some of the more restless spirits and mellow out the weather. And let's see here. Commune of Spirits, TN1 Theology. And it was it the air spirits that were restless?
Yeah, they were the main ones causing the weather in its current thing.
Okay, so then I will use an air approach. I only need... No, I don't want that one. I want the other one. Oh, no, that's...
Now there needs to be a little button that puts whatever technique you're doing into the chat box.
Yeah.
Because that's not something that I can edit it,
Okay.
but I can't.
I think that succeeds because it's only a TN1 to commune with spirits. So she would sit down and perform her little ritual. And reach out and does anyone reply?
Yep, you end up with several air spirits that are small and throwing snow at each other a lot, but you get their attention, and they agree to calm it down a bit and not throw so much snow anymore.
She would thank them.
Oh, the spirits are just having a snowball fight.
Yeah. And she would also offer that once this is all over to have a snowball fight with them, if they so wished, as a thank you.
And there you got visual of what your thing actually did, slowing down the snowstorm.
Ah, lovely. Okay, and then with my opportunity, I'm going to use that to reduce the TN of my next check to interact with or appeal to kami or supernatural presences of this element by 1, just in case it becomes relevant again.
Alrighty. As you can tell from the map, the village of the Snow Plains is surrounded by a bunch of rice paddies.
They're frozen over.
That is one plus of it, but it is a thin frozen over. So hitting too hard or stomping can cause you to get stuck a little.
Well, at least rice paddies aren't super deep.
True.
But wet boots while marching is pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Trench foot.
Nah, I'm not worried about trench foot. That's a long-term thing. This is more like frostbite.
Yeah.
I might get some toes after all.
I mean, samurai don't wear big, sturdy leather boots. They wear sandals and socks.
And maybe some armor over them.
Oh, yes.
But still,
truly.
sandals and socks. It's slush.
So, Kenjiro, Kiriko, your cohorts are now approaching the village of the Snow Plains. You see the rice paddies. Anything in particular you're wanting to do? Scouting, attacking. You're
muted,
you need
Tara.
to unmute.
I definitely will suggest that we scout the area to make sure that we're not going to be running into an ambush or something inside the city.
All right. Give me. Let me see. What is it on the character sheets there?
Like a sentiment, maybe? Or skullduggery?
Skullduggery would probably work. Survival might as well. Oh, command could also work since you're commanding a cohort.
I'll use
Tactics could
command.
also work.
If you
Huh?
do tactics, I can help, but otherwise, probably not.
You got to make your own roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're ordering your own cohort to do things.
Okay.
I'm going to use command.
I'll go ahead and use tactics then.
And I will be reasoning with my men.
They appreciate
All right.
I will be sensing.
So she's using void, I'm using earth. What are the TNs?
We'll go 2 for both. Because really, the scouts don't want to leave the main group where it's warmer.
All that body heat and people blocking the wind.
Huddle like penguins.
That's a pretty nice
That-
roll from
That's a really
Kenjiro.
impressive one there, Kenjiro.
We both had a pretty good roll, to be honest.
I want
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
strife.
yeah.
I'm not liking that.
In here, I have 3 strife. I will use my 2 opportunity for a additional information.
All right.
Sounds good.
It's so
Okay.
quiet. So
Was waiting for a final roll for Keiko. Right. With Keiko's, her scouts go off and go around and come back with the information that there is only one cohort in there and one commander. And he's a biggin.
He's
And-
what?
I'm
And
gonna
he's a
use
biggin.
My
As in, he's a very
opportunity
big dude.
to take one more strife.
From Kenjiro's scouts, they also tell him that there is but one commander in the village and one cohort, and it is the Moto that was injured already. So he
Right.
is probably not going to be as effective and definitely will not be able to accept any challenges.
I
This would be a
suggest
good way
then,
to really hurt him if you did that.
I suggest then that Keiko attack from the rear, and I will distract in the front and try calling out the Moto to draw him forward, and that way we can envelop the group.
Well, just to point out real quick, you can see there's that river on the back side of the village. That's
that's
the
true.
back.
Yeah.
So there's really in through the front, and that's about it.
Okay, well
You
then
could
we'll
go.
split.
You could go up and come through the rice fields at the north side as a pincher.
That's a good point. So, Keiko, I suggest you go up to the north and come around and try to pinch from the side, and I will go through the front to try to pull all the forces out toward me.
I kind of hate that James, Sasha, and Tarek, your pointers are all almost the same color. So
Yeah, that's weird.
it's hard to differentiate you sometimes.
Whee!
Do y'all see your pings in the lower left-hand corner of the, if you right-click on your name, yeah, in the lower left-hand corner, there's a place where your ping is. See that? And all our names are there. If you right-click your name,
Oh, you mean the list of players?
yeah, if you right-click your name, you'll see user configuration, and that'll change
Sure,
your
that-
color.
Probably better for you on spotting
So much
me.
better. Okay. Yay!
The colors, Max. The colors. I'm colorblind, kid.
Okay.
And then in
We've
Poker
got
Night, at
all the
the
rainbow colors of
inventory,
orange.
you get to see actually how Max sees the world.
Corey, why aren't you orange? Is it
'Cause
just
I'm red.
habit that you're always red?
Yeah, because that's the color of my demon head. That's the truly evil Bob color of the demon. Even though my favorite color is actually orange.
And I was orange because that was what I got when I was Rokuken. Now I'm blue,
And
like a Mizoku.
and red. And
Appropriate, I suppose.
to be quite honest, red is the color of the leader.
Yeah, I figured that was why you had red.
Yeah.
When you were the game master.
I'm the leader. I lead
He's
everybody.
the Red
else.
Ranger.
I am the Red Ranger.
God.
We're all part of a team, Corey. Sheesh.
Let's bring it together, guys.
Yes, but some
Which
people
iteration
are
of
more
Power Rangers?
equal.
I vote Dino Rangers personally.
I've only really got the original in my head, and I'm like, that's until Green or White shows up, and then he's leader sometimes too.
Yeah, Tommy.
Everybody liked Tommy.
With his flute dagger.
So silly.
That he can somehow, like, his dagger is also a flute that he can also play while his head is in a helmet, but it
Yes.
sounds like
And his fingers are just going,
but
no
it
matter what
Clutch.
music's coming out.
but it also sounds like a keyboard when it's played, like a synthesizer. It's all messed. Like nothing makes sense.
He's got the guitar skills. That's what he's got.
Yeah, well,
and
this is a world where
Yellow Ranger
Power
sometimes
Rangers
having
exist.
a bulge in the fights.
And someone can go, make my monster grow! And it does.
Yes. Well, she has to throw her magic staff down, and it hits the ground and creates a fissure in the earth that steam comes up from, and then the monster grows. Also, there's
Yeah,
lightning effects that are happening too. Don't
But
don't
you
get
know,
me into the lore.
And lots of
no
explosions.
need to pay attention to the laws of
We'll
thermodynamics.
be
Doesn't
here
the-
all day if I
Doesn't
start
the
going down
dagger
a,
also-
a Power Ranger lore rabbit hole here.
Doesn't the dagger also power the Zord? The Megazord?
It doesn't
Stabs
power
it in
it.
and turns it.
It doesn't power
It's
it.
just
It
the ignition
commands it.
key.
Yeah,
Commands
Cosplayed
it.
the
It's
an
Penguin
ignition
once
key.
for everyone to know.
that's why Tommy doesn't go inside of the Zord. He stands on its head, while the Zord just does what it does, and he just directs it. That's exactly what it sounded like too. That was perfect.
Right, so Tarek is heading through this way, and Sasha's going this way. So, yep,
And I am going up to the hill.
about here.
Which way am I going?
Going over here where I just pushed. Where the green little starburst
Head to
is.
the
You're
outpost.
up in the north of the
Yeah, like about there is
yeah.
good.
And basically, once I start pushing in, I expect you to come and reinforce from the north.
Okay, sounds good.
Meanwhile, cut to Kay to go. She's taking a nap in the snow.
Hey, I have not strifed out yet. That comes later.
Just sleeping. No, wait. I was supposed to do something, wasn't I? What are all you people doing?
Am I not gonna be there when Keiko unmasks finally, and I get to see what that looks like?
Who knows?
Yeah, what's your
That'll
unmasking
have
like?
to be in the future, because right now you see a masked face behind the face she's currently wearing of her ancestor. All right, so
She's got strawberries to smack on.
both of you give me a tactics roll. Whoever gets higher will go with first on things. Actually, no, since you said Katako should wait until you engage, it's Kenjiro first.
Okay. Kinjiro will order them to move forward and then issue a challenge out to the Moto. Come face me. This is now going to be a lion city. And if you wish to hold on to what little honor that you have left in your soul, then you must come out and ride out to the battlefield and meet me in personal combat.
He musters up his troops and comes out to meet you and approaches on his horse.
I challenge you, Moto-san. I cannot be bothered to have such scum and villainy polluting the surrounding lands of the lion camps, nor causing so much strife and oppression upon the poor villagers of Village of the Snow Plains.
That's right. It's oppression if you take their food. It's an honor if we take it.
Yeah, I was about to
Exactly.
liberate.
We are liberating those rice stores straight into our bellies.
Someone say oil.
I'll do my command check to attempt to call him out and have him initiate the challenge. I think it's a TN1 command check. I will do it with Earth. Macdeb. Ooh, not bad.
Ooh.
I'm not going to keep that extra one.
All right. Is there a roll to resist? No, it's just straight up there, and if he turns it down, he loses honor.
And he loses he gains strife equal to my Earth ring. Oh no, sorry. Hold on.
Isn't it like the whole cohort gets strife?
Yes. And it's worse than that even. But I need to open the book real quick. Books. Identify rings. Core rule book. Where are you? Core rule book. Core rule book.
What are you looking up?
The challenge rules, because I believe they lose honor equal to something like my, or gain strife equal to my honor rank, I think, or something like that.
If they refuse the
I
challenge,
think it's just a set number.
It might be 3 for everybody.
okay. Decline. The target must forfeit glory equal to your ranks in command plus your bonus successes.
So four glory he loses, and then he loses strife.
Each of their
Gain
allies.
strife.
No,
They do.
please let me finish. Each of
Never.
their allies with lower glory than you suffer 2 strife. Then you gain a void point.
That's what I meant. Yes.
So their cohort, their army, their unit, will gain what's it called? Not strife, but
2 strife, but when it's a mass battle, it's
Attrition?
attrition.
No.
No.
No, there's morale.
Morale. That's
Morale.
They gain.
That's
Yes,
Attrition is if suddenly some of his soldiers just fell over.
that's right.
attrition is
Now I would want to do an
attrition
autopsy
is
of that.
dead people. Morale is we're not happy.
Oh no. The mass battle rules have a different rule. It's if they decline, he loses glory equal to my command plus my bonus successes. Their army suffers 3 panic, then you gain 1 void point. That's
There
what
it is. It's 3 panic.
Yeah. 3 panic.
He responds with, I came out the worse for wear the last time we took up a challenge from you. Would my second in command be acceptable? Since I am no longer fit to face you.
It would be
Indeed, but if he
honorable
falls,
to
you
do.
shall bear the brunt of his shame.
Of course. And of course, he still loses the glory because he has to defer it.
Yeah.
But he prevents, by doing this substitution, he prevents the panic for his own unit.
Indeed. And I could say
And-
no to that change, but I'm not going to.
Like it's common practice for challenges where people can go, I choose a champion.
Yeah, it's just usually you can't. You're not able to fight for yourself, and admitting that you can't fight for yourself is usually a bad sign.
His second steps forward and reminds you of Katiko in stature.
They're having children fight your battles. Well, let us
I'm
hope that
full grown, don't insult me.
Hey, you don't know Kaedeko is a child yet. Shh. Shut your face.
I'm full grown. Don't insult me.
Hey, man.
Holding out a what is it called? It's like a naginata, but it has an even bigger blade on it.
Nagamaki.
Nagamaki.
Definitely compensating. That's
Look.
all I have to say.
Look, I've played fighting games where you have to fight the smaller person, the smaller character model, and it's always a struggle to fight the smaller character model.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
fair.
it's way harder to hit something low to the ground.
Smaller
And
hitbox,
they
you know.
always make them faster. It's
And
just a
smaller
problem.
hitboxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. If you ever tried fighting Yoda in Soul Calibur 3, I mean, that thing was impossible to fight. You just couldn't hit him.
I believe it was Soul Calibur 4. Soul Calibur.
You're right.
Yeah, Soul
As soon as
Calibur
I
3
said
had
that, I
the
was
link.
like, no, that's not that one. Yeah.
How could you?
I don't know. I should be ashamed because it's one of my favorite gaming franchises.
I'm ashamed for you.
me, but Yoda only came in Soul Calibur 4.
He was a PlayStation
stupid.
exclusive.
Oh, God. He was only on PlayStation.
Spawn was Xbox. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, yeah, I will definitely go and ride out to meet him. To meet the child, and then jump off my horse and pull out my... well, we're going to be doing this as a duel, so we have to both have swords, but yeah, I'll meet him and give him an honorable bow. He's brave for taking
You
up the
don't have
challenge.
to both use
it's a
swords.
girl.
She.
It's a she. Not to be
I can't
tell with
confused with
unicorn.
Omen.
They are a she.
She is a she.
It's a he. She.
Oh wait. Oh my god,
It's
it's
a
it's a fae.
Yes, a fae.
A she. A sidhi.
A Sidhi.
That's totally what I thought it was the first time I read it.
An Elphis. Oh.
Oh.
No.
Elphis.
I'll find my blue suede shoes.
Of elven kind. Of elvish kind.
The blue suede shoes of Elvin kind. Of Elvis kind.
Oh, God.
Elphis kind.
Yes.
Elphis.
Okay, so I issue my
love
challenge.
this.
We got the guy to, or we got the opponent to accept. So that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, the motto actually says, "You win, we'll leave peacefully. You lose, you leave."
I accept these terms. But know this: I will not be leaving this day.
We'll see about that.
I like
Watch
your
out, it's
spunk.
Damian Wayne.
Oh God, little man.
And since it has to be swords, she jabs the staff part down into the soil so it remains standing upright, and actually draws a pair of wakazashis. And has full body language that is absolutely screaming, "Come on if you think you're hard enough."
Oh, I'm hard enough.
This woman
He's
has
so hard.
This woman has too many blades. She's gonna pull out a third one, put it in her mouth like Rora, like Zoro, Roar, Nora. She's gonna like sprout a monkey tail. It's gonna have a sword in it too. She's gonna have like podal dexterity and have like balance on one foot and have another one in her toes. She's gonna hop towards you and like spin around like a whirling dervish of blades.
And then summons the spirits to fling other blades around her.
They're like floating.
You know, just calling the earth and air kami to work together to throw little shards of rock all around.
Like the force power telekinetic storm.
Snow begins to coalesce into swords.
Let's
His
get
animating weapon.
let's get this going.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, make some rolls.
So I'm assuming after my turn, it's Katiko. If she would like to go to do anything on her turn, and then otherwise we go to the end of the turn, and that's when our duel starts.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, you did kind of tell her to wait for the signal, like, or to go
Well,
in
wait till I
after me.
engaged. Yeah.
Yeah, wait until you engaged.
Yes.
But
Wait until Kinjiro drops his hanky.
Yeah.
yeah,
And since a honorable duel is occurring, you're probably going to wait.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm gonna go interrupt this now and make him look bad. Probably not. I'll wait.
I mean, normally I would just go in, but I guess I can wait.
Yes.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Dad.
You gotta wait for those frostbitten
All right.
toes.
So remind me how we start this.
It's a meditation check, TN1, I believe. Let me check. It's on page 278 of the main book if you want. Choose a commander. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not 278. It's on Yeah, it is on 278. So,
Whoever rolls better goes first.
yeah, we do an initiative check, which is whatever ring you want plus your
These around forever.
plus your focus, and it's a meditation check to start with. Once you do the meditation check, whoever has the higher initiative gets to go first, but we do the stare down round one. Each person gains 1 strife, and then we start into turns. And then every turn after that, we do additional strife each turn until somebody comes compromised. So,
All right.
meditation, I'm going to be on void stance, difficulty 1, and I will spend okay, that's perfect.
All right. Looks like you won by 1.
So I have 3, 4, plus my focus of 5, so that's 9, plus 3 from my school technique, so 12. I go at 12.
Well, it's
I'm-
basically just the 2 of you. So it's you first, then them, then you, then them, then you, then them.
So we both gain 1 strife, and I will attempt to strike. TN2, is she on air stance by any chance?
She's on fire.
Ooh, I like this girl. Okay, I will spend another void and strike. Ooh, interesting.
That's a good roll.
Okay. I do a critical strike. And I do 4, 5, right? 5? 4 damage, plus 2 additional bonus successes, so 6 points of fatigue, and a critical strike at deadliness 5. So she needs to make a fitness check.
Just checking where the critical hit is in here. There it is. Right. That's the page I need. Here we are. All right. And well,
So she gets a flesh wound, I think, unless she has another way of reducing.
Yep. Not enough to drop it to the next category, but yeah.
So she would suffer a lightly wounded in her fire ring, and then she gains the bleeding condition, which is not bueno. The effect of bleeding is whenever they keep a die with strife on it, they immediately get damage inflicted on them by suffering a critical strike equal to the amount of fatigue they have. So she does not want to keep strife anymore. And that's my turn.
All right, so that increases the TN for her here to attack you.
If this battle is to first blood or first strike, then Tarek's character Kenjiro had just won. If
I thought
it's,
it needed a difficulty 5 to
if
win.
it's to incapacitation, then you keep going, or if it's to the death, you keep going.
It's a challenge, so it's until one of them either yields or is incapacitated.
All right.
Makes sense. It is a battlefield challenge.
It is.
That makes sense. By the way, if she takes any dice with strife on it, she's taking a critical strike.
Well, she's not really carrying that much right now, so because this means that she got 3 additional successes on hitting you.
Fair enough, yeah.
So that's a Wakazashi hit.
Wakazashi is, I believe, a 3. Yeah, 3 damage. So 3 plus 3 is 6. She does 6 fatigue. And I get 3 off of that, so I get 3 fatigue.
That's only 1 bonus success, though? 2 to
For
hit
her?
plus 1 bonus success?
Oh, she's on fire stance attacking, so
sorry.
all
Yeah.
of her strife counts.
Yeah, so she did 3 plus 4 is 7, and so I take 4 fatigue.
I mean, unless you're on air stance.
I'm not on air stance.
He's on void.
What
I'm on
severity would be the critical from this?
What is her amount of total fatigue?
There's no way to do a critical from this.
No. She
bleeding.
takes a critical one because she kept strife.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's bleeding. So whatever her fatigue is, that's what the critical strike value is.
Okay. And here we go for trying to reduce that.
It's a really good reduction roll.
Nice.
Yep. Pretty much negated it.
Yep. That's fair. Okay, so she doesn't take anything, probably just a minor like inconvenience for her at the time. And then
You see
we're
her
back.
wince as she hits you, effectively.
We'll go back up to the top of the round, and I will attempt to strike at her again. But I will say, you want to yield, young ward. Your life is not worth this. Do not throw it away so willingly. And
Before the unicorn came back, my family trained with the dervishes. We never surrender.
So be it.
It's just like a man telling a woman what she wants.
1 success, so a failure.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, actually.
Unless you've got a thing.
I do. I have a guiding ancestor, so I can re-roll up to 2 dice. So I'll re-roll that and this, just in case. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that was less than useful. I don't take any strife. So I hit, and I will reduce my fatigue by 2.
Quick question.
We both gain 2 strife, by the way, on the start of this round.
Quick question. On the whole wounded and strife thing, void means that you don't keep strife.
You don't take strife. Yeah.
Does
from
that
Doug.
mean
From your
that?
rolls.
No.
Does that mean you wouldn't get a crit from it?
No. This is what it means. Void stance means you do not gain strife from keeping dice with strife symbols on them. But bleeding says if you keep a die with a strife symbol on it, you take a critical hit.
Just checking on that.
So I do hit. She will take another 4 fatigue, but that's it.
Her armor stops most of that.
I imagine. And that's my turn.
The blow hits her and she spins in this very dance-like maneuver and comes over with a double strike coming at you.
Oh, bleeding is worse than you think, though. Listen, when a bleeding character makes a check, they suffer physical damage. They suffer fatigue equal to the strife symbols on their kept dice, ignoring their resistances. Each time damage is inflicted this way, this causes the character to suffer a critical strike. The severity of the critical strike is treated as being equal to the character's current fatigue. So yeah, every time they take strife, they gain fatigue and they take a critical hit. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's very bad. You do not want to be bleeding in this game. Unless you don't mind, like, ignoring strife dice with strife.
Actually, she doesn't do that spinning thing. She instead takes a step back and does something involving adjusting the kimono and such under the armor and other things to staunch the bleeding. So that means she needs to make a TN2 medicine earth check.
There you go.
Looks like she
There you
can
go.
do it.
You can't keep the strife dice, though.
Sure she can.
Well, yeah, but she'll take a critical strike while trying to stop herself.
True.
But is it worth
They
it?
all have strife.
But she will stop herself from bleeding. That is one thing.
I mean, I personally don't know if it's worth it because I don't know her stats.
So she takes 2 fatigue and a critical strike equal to her total fatigue. Right
But she
now,
stops
not
the
before
bleeding.
the 2. Yeah.
And the critical
bleeding
strike
and then
will
stops
not
bleeding.
will not start bleeding because a medicine check isn't razor edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now for her fitness to
Absorb the critical strike. That's a really good roll. And the fitness check, I believe, does not count toward giving another.
I wouldn't
critical
think
strike.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
that would just be ridiculous of just explode.
Well, yeah, like
Oh, you nicked him, and his head went flying 20 feet because
I
he nicked
made-
his big toe.
I made a video about this, about the craziness of infinite critical strikes.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's one of the things in this game that is not very well
Thought out.
yeah.
Look at that.
So she probably survived that critical strike. That's a lot of strife to take. And has she hit her composure yet?
Well, this might push her very close to it.
Because if she hits her composure, then I get an automatic attack on her. And if I hit, she suffers another critical strike.
And you guys both take, what, 3 strife at the beginning,
At the beginning
of
of
the
the
round?
round. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
James has just been rolling tons and tons of strife. It's not
So
been
it's
good.
back to you. She
Okay, we
stopped her
both-
bleeding.
We both take 3 strife at the start of the round. Does she
That's
have her? Has she met her composure?
Over.
Yes.
Over.
It has to go
Okay.
over.
She's over by 1.
Okay, then I will do an immediate interrupt that will target them. If I hit, I can do a critical strike, and the critical strike has 2 times the severity or the deadliness of my weapon attack.
That's correct.
So here is my attack. I will TN2. Is she still on air stance, or is she still on earth stance? Yeah.
She's currently on Earth stance.
Okay, I'll spend a void to hit and roll.
So like this is the only way you could get a crit on her right now.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I hit her
'cause
with a
she's
critical
on-
strike.
yeah.
Can I deal, Corey? Can I deal a secondary critical strike?
No, she's on Earth
She's on
stance.
Earth. No.
Oh, she's on Earth stance, so I can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
this
point.
is the only way you can get a critical on her right now.
So I'll spend those 2 opportunity.
To increase your deadliness,
Um,
raise your edge, buddy.
Yeah, to increase my deadliness by 2. So I hit. She will take 5 fatigue and a severity 9, 18 critical strike.
Ooh, well, let's see how well she resists that, or else, well, pretty much you remove her head.
No, 9 is not enough to remove your head.
No, 18. 9 is the base. Then it gets double.
It's double because of
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
the-
18
plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll
oh
be
yeah.
like instant death.
16 plus, you're dead.
Yeah.
Right then, done, dead. Can't,
She
no
might just
more.
explode
Do
here.
not pass go, do not collect $200. You're done.
Autopsy?
Oh, sorry.
And
Oh, God.
that's not enough.
She did.
Yeah, she's dead. She's instant dead.
You see, as your sword passes clean through her neck, this look of peace actually suddenly come on her face.
Oh.
And she almost, her lips move. And, well, if you were your brother, you'd be able to understand what she last whispered.
I can read lips.
You didn't get that, Corey.
So you may.
I'm telling
may-
the
may
audience.
Be tempted to. So you may be tempted when you get back to your brother to go, hey, her mouth moved something like this. What does that mean?
You know, Sasha, people could be watching this, and this could be their first episode, and they don't know that I can read lips.
Yeah, you're a mind reader. He's a lip reader.
Fair enough.
It's true. She does do that. It's creepy. For a
And
child.
I just read papers.
Yep, trashy romance novels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also-
I love
also yes.
them.
I'm making him read my trashy romance novels too, so it's okay.
The
I mean, in character, I love them.
the moto on his horse definitely looks very saddened by this.
Did you just kill his daughter?
I may have, unfortunately.
Whoopsie.
Blood feud.
His
Blood
signals
feud,
for his
blood feud.
bushi to collect the body and weapons.
I
Goes-
bow to the opponent respectfully, like very honorably, respecting her bravery and her sacrifice. And then I look up to the moto.
As you finish your bow, he finishes getting off the horse somewhat awkwardly due to the wound to his arm. And he returns the bow. And then with a single gesture with his other hand, rest of his cohort immediately forms up. And he takes the rein of his horses and walks out.
Good. I watch after them to make sure that they leave in peace. And as soon as they've cleared the village territory where my cohort is, I will look at the rest of them and say, secure the village. Let Kaedeko know that the village is ours.
Kaedeko?
Matsu-san.
Geki Matsu-san.
Yes.
Geki no Matsu-san.
Okay. It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Time to close shop for the night, guys. Hey, let's get some honor and glory rewards here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was some
got
good
there.
honor and glory stuff just now.
I would like to nominate. So we didn't do honor and glory last game either, and I did some sketch stuff. I think I should lose some honor for, and then Kiriko talking about wanting body parts should also be an honor hit.
Though I will say she should gain some kind of glory from teleporting everybody to the place where the assassin was.
Yeah.
gonna be.
I agree with that.
Let's say in Kaediko's case, half her honor rank is what she lost. So whatever her honor rank currently is.
So your tens digit.
So here she is. Yeah, so her honor is a 4, so she would have lost 2 from that. In Corey's case, we'll do this. He did a bit more blatantly dishonorable stuff, so we'll say it's a full honor rank.
Okay.
And hit. And in Kenjiro's case, what's your honor rank currently?
6.
Right, gain 8.
I would also like to petition myself for gaining some honor in trying to save the life of the spy.
Yeah.
No.
I'll give that. Get 2 points back.
Yay.
Oh, and for the advice given in the morning about food and everything else, Kenjiro should gain another honor point as well.
I appreciate it.
And for the duel?
It's glory.
That was the 8 points he got.
Oh, honor? That should be glory.
No, that should be glory, yeah. He did something glorious.
Okay, those 8 points, I'm saying yes, but he also did it with extreme honor in how he did it.
Okay.
So he got the 8 points to his honor because he even got acknowledged by the Moto of how honorable it was, even though he had lost whoever she was to him.
Did any of my other stats change? I think
Not currently. But what is your glory rank? You gain that in your glory for this as well.
Glory,
I have a
gaining
six
should
glory.
not be done by rank. Gaining should, when you gain, it's just a flat number. 1
Okay.
for a minor, 3 or 1 for a trifling, 3 for a minor, 6 for a major, and 9 for a massive.
Okay, then 6 is still fine.
Okay.
When you lose, it's based on your rank. When you gain, it's just a flat thing.
Yeah, because
And
people
Kenjiro has been acting
judge
very
you based on
honorably
where
this
you
entire
are.
time.
Like,
So
I
much
can't
so that
believe
some
you did that.
scorpions, realizing that he came from their clan, might be throwing up.
I will say that Kaedeko should gain glory from the awesome teleport thing, but that's
I
I
thought
don't
we
know if you wanna do
already
that.
talked about
Did,
that.
did she? What? How much did she gain for that? Was it
no
like
one
a-
told me that.
No, James
No.
didn't say nothing about it.
We'll go with 3.
It was pretty glorious.
Yeah,
Who has the highest glory amongst all of us? I think it's you, right?
I might. I have a 72 glory,
I have a
That's
64.
pretty awesome.
Damn
I'm
you.
at 60.
and I have a 76 honor.
I'm gonna make it my life's mission to
Holy
be more
fuck.
glorious than you because
such
I
a
want
goody-goody.
this kid to be a bigger badass.
I am a goody goody.
And,
And
we'll
I think that you
go
can
for
do it.
we'll go for 2 XP tonight.
Okay. All done. By the way, Tarek, when I get enough XP, I believe it's 3 for the next rank in the bond. I'd like to increase the bond between all of us.
I have 3 right now. If you want to increase the bond,
I
I'm
don't. I
down.
just have 2 because I raised my heir to a 4.
Okay, no
And
worries.
anyways, we have to do it with Matt because Matt's part of the bond as well. We all
Good
have to do it
point. Yeah.
together.
I'll store my XP then, so that way we can do it the next time we all have it.
Yeah, shove those little XPs into your chipmunk shanks for later. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. If you watch this all the way through, you obviously like to hit the like button. Subscribe. We play Dungeons and Dragons here too. We do have a Spelljammer game. It's pretty fun. Pretty great game. I'm having a lot of fun playing Spelljammer.
And the next game I plan on running is going to be Cybergen.
Ooh, Cybergen. That's a flash
I don't
blast
know
from
what
the past.
that is.
It's Cyberpunk, but you play kids. And you have a stat called, what's it called? That's your cuteness factor or your innocence factor?
That's for particular types of characters that could have that of an innocence factor. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a
I
stat.
haven't. I got to read through the stats again to refamiliarize myself, but that is.
We're not
an
getting off on a
aspect of it.
tangent.
It's your puppy dog eyes stat.
I'm doing a tease for it, man. I'm saying it's cool.
I think it's a skill, actually.
It's a skill that allows you to just be like, I'm a kid. I don't know what I'm doing. And people go, let that kid go. Boys will be boys, whatever. It's pretty cool. Anyways, do all the things like subscribe. Stuff is happening all the time. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.